On Sunday, January 30th, 2022, 30-year-old Cheslie Kryst, former Miss USA 2019, allegedly jumped to her death around 7:15 a.m. from a Manhattan skyscraper.
Such an incredibly radiant light Cheslie Kryst was as a correspondent for Extra Television, as a former Miss USA, a top 10 finisher in the Miss Universe pageant, and an attorney as well, dead from an apparent suicide found outside of her apartment building on 42nd Street on Sunday morning. A statement from her family confirming her death. They said that in devastation and great sorrow, we share the passing of our beloved Cheslie. Her great light was one that inspired others around the world with her beauty and strength. She had put a final post up on Instagram just hours before her death on Sunday morning, which may have been somewhat of a window into her mindset, saying, "May this day bring you rest and peace." She's 30 years old, winner of the Miss USA pageant, worked with the Miss Universe pageant as well as being a top 10 finisher, an entertainment correspondent for Extra. She also earned her MBA from Wake Forest, and she was an attorney who had practiced law in North Carolina. Her family also going on to say that whether she was working as an attorney fighting for social justice, as Miss USA, as a host on Extra, but most importantly, she'll be remembered as a daughter, sister, friend, mentor, and colleague. They know that her impact will live on.
Again, when we take a look at the details of this event, it becomes obvious that this was another satanic ritual, blood sacrifice. Cheslie was 30 years old. The number 30 is 3 zeros or O's, and since the letter O is the 15th letter, 3 O's gives us 15, 15, 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. So 3 O's is equivalent to 666, the number of the beast. Cheslie won the 2019 Miss USA beauty pageant. The word pageant means a mystery play. Mystery plays were dramas depicting biblical events. Now ask yourself, what biblical event could Cheslie's death depict? Let's look and see. Cheslie was a beauty queen, and one of the reasons Lucifer was cast out of heaven is because he was corrupted by his beauty. Ezekiel 28:17 declares, "Thine heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings, that they may behold thee." Notice the news reporter described this beauty queen as being such an incredible radiant light.
Such an incredibly radiant light Cheslie Kryst was.
This confirms her connection to the description of Lucifer found in Ezekiel 28:17. A queen wears a crown, which symbolizes rulership. In the fact that she is connected to a queen, rulership, and suicide also connects her ritual sacrifice to the suicide or ritual sacrifice of Regina King's son. Remember, the name Regina means queen. In fact, Regina King called her son Ian a bright light. In comparison, Cheslie's family called her a great light. These descriptions associating her with light again connect Cheslie, who fell to her death, to Lucifer, the light bearer, who was cast out of heaven. This event occurred on January 30th, or 1:30, at 7:15 a.m. 1:30 gives us the number 13, the number of rebellion, and 7:15 is 76, since 1 plus 5 equals 6. The number 76 also points to rebellion as the spirit of 76. Ultimately, Cheslie falling to her death is symbolic of the rebellious fallen angels being cast out of heaven. Here is a picture of Cheslie as the fallen angel Lucifer, the light bearer, holding the scales of justice. Remember, Cheslie was a lawyer as well, which makes her the devil's advocate. This also connects Cheslie to the Statue of Liberty, which is a reference to the goddess Columbia, Isis, and Ishtar, the Queen of Heaven, which is why the capital of the USA sits inside of the District of Columbia, which is situated on the borders of the state of Maryland and Virginia, a reference to the Virgin Mary. Therefore, both Regina King and Cheslie Kryst, the beauty queen, were connected with the Queen of Heaven. Cheslie's connection to the Statue of Liberty also points to the setting free or releasing of the fallen angel and king of the bottomless pit, Abaddon or Apollyon, the destroyer. The fact that this occurred in New York, which is the Empire State, the year 2019, which points to the number 19, the name Kryst, and her status as a beauty queen who wears a crown, all connect this satanic ritual sacrifice back to the sacrifice of 19-year-old Crystal Bayron Nieves, who was killed at a Burger King in New York, which is the Empire State. Previously, we discovered that the number 19 points to the 19th Tarot Sun card, the child riding the white horse, which is a reference to the Antichrist as found in Revelation 6:2. We also discovered that Crystal's last name, Nieves, came from the phrase La Nuestra Señora de las Nieves, meaning Our Lady of the Snows, and is a reference to the Queen of Heaven who gives birth to the false Messiah, Horus, the sun god. Cheslie was found dead in the street on Sunday morning. Sunday or Sunday morning is a reference to the sun god, Horus, and the rising sun. Sunday morning is also a reference to the worship of the sun god and weeping or mourning for Tammuz. This is confirmed in Ezekiel 8:14-16, which declares, Then he brought me to the door of the gate of the Lord's house, which was toward the north, and behold, there sat women weeping for Tammuz. Then said he unto me, Hast thou seen this, O Son of Man? Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations than these. And he brought me into the inner court of the Lord's house, and behold, at the door of the temple of the Lord, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men, with their backs toward the temple of the Lord, and their faces toward the east, and they worshiped the sun toward the east. The number 19 tarot card is also the Phoenix card, which points to the phoenix bird, which rises from its own ashes. This connects Cheslie's fall to her death back to the hiker that fell to his death in the Superstition Mountains near Phoenix. The connection to the sun also points to Obama, whose logo is the rising sun, and who, as a child, was depicted in photos with his mother as the Madonna and child, Isis and Horus.